two types of women when it comes to dating and relationships that I'd like to shine the spotlight on. A woman who just wants to love the bad boy. You know who you are. And then the other type is the woman who will prevent that from ever happening. Do you know what I mean? Right? Now, I don't really have to worry about this too much right now because I am shacked up with offspring, which is my cryptical way of saying that I'm married with kids. But I'm an actress. I don't want people to think of me like that. Plus, my publicist says that it's better if we promote me as a hooker to get more work. So, single. I mean, it's worked for me in the past. I have to say that now I would never accept work by sleeping with a producer without contacting my husband first to ask if it's okay. We have a mortgage. But anyway, that's the two types of women, right? Like, you know, I have lived this life. You know, I've spent most of my time as that first type. You know, you're at a club and you're like dancing with your friends and you see him. And you know that he's dysfunctional and you know that he could like never stay in a relationship, but you know, he sees you kind of looking at you and you're looking at him, he's looking at you, and your girlfriend's like, don't do it, Anne-Marie, don't do it, oh my God, oh my God, he comes over, and the two of you are like dancing, like all dirty, dancing. I'm not going to sleep with him tonight, I'm not going to sleep with him tonight, I promised myself this morning, I'll go home with a strange man. You know, like one thing leads to another, and then the next thing you know, the club is closed. And it's like 2 in the morning, and he's talking to you, and your girlfriend's like, Anne-Marie, come on. And you're like, I'll be fine. And he's like, you know, I don't often do this, but I think if you wanted to, you could sleep over at my place and nothing would happen. I just want to talk. You're like, yeah, I want to talk too. I have so much to talk to him about. And then, you know, then you go to his house, right? And you are talking, and you fall asleep, and you know, and nobody is, you know, fucking you. And you wake up the next morning, and he makes you breakfast. Like he doesn't ask you to leave; he makes you breakfast. And you're texting your girlfriends, "OMG, this is real. This is the real thing. This is a relationship." And then you stay because you don't really have anything to do the next day, and neither does he. So you spend the whole day together, and you sleep in the same bed together for the second night. And guess what? You don't fuck each other. You just talk. And you're like picking out the wedding dress in your head, and you're doing, you know, his horoscope and your horoscope, and trying to figure out, you know, what kind of kids you should have, when you should have your children, and everything's going fine. And then the next day you're like, man, he's like, I can't really tear myself away from you. I feel like you're my soulmate. And you're like, yeah, me too. And you go to a movie, and then you go shopping at the Eaton Center, and you don't even buy anything, just wander holding hands and necking, and you've got like a red thing around your mouth from necking so much. Like, it's crazy. And then you go home, third night, his home, you fuck each other, and it's like amazing, this is great. And then you're like, oh my God, I have to go home. The next morning you go home and you're like, oh my God, he's the real thing, oh, this is it. Like, you know, he's not going to see you till like Friday, but he wants to make you dinner. And he says, look, he calls him phone, I really want to cook for you. So you get to his house on Friday night, and he is making pasta. And you're like in your 20s, and he's in his 30s. I mean, there's only like a 4-year age difference, but it's like he's a real man making you dinner. No one has ever made you dinner before. And he's wearing a white dress shirt, and he looks like he wants this thing to work. And you have dinner with him, and you're sitting across from him after dinner, and he says, this is going to be weird, but I think I love you. And you're like, I know, I think I love you too. I think I love you too. It's way too soon. They're leaving because it hurts too much. I know, it's okay. But then he says this next thing. It's too bad I could never fall in love with you because of Michelle. That's the second type of woman. Do you know what I mean? We want to love these men, us girls who are like dancing and shimmying and shaking, and there's always some woman who prevents it from happening. Like, and her name is Michelle, or Jennifer or Kim. It's like a really plain name, you know? And like me and my friend Tiffany and Shaniqua, like I have to pull my middle name and Anne Marie. You know, I want to give the whole show. Like I want to, you know, be there, you know. And you know, he has to love this woman. You're like, what's she like? What happened? What happened that you can never love again? And he like reluctantly shows you a picture, and it's like a brunette with like, maybe she's slim, I don't know, but it's like a proud shot from the Sears magazine. It's very cryptical. And you're like, why? And you know that she doesn't have to be on the dating scene. She's just the memory of Michelle or Jen or Kim. You know, these, you know, plain Jane types who have like ruined these men forever. And they live in a palace somewhere or in a mansion with like an even better looking guy. And you know that they're mean. Like, shut the door! I hate Jehovah's Witnesses! To come back and do my pedicure! Like, you know? And you realize that those guys, they just want someone to yell at them and to be mean to them. And does that mean I have to get off the stage? Do I use up my 5 minutes? Well, I just wanted to close by saying that I'm very lucky because I don't have to worry about that stuff anymore, because there was a rip in the space-time continuum, and I liked some guy at the same time that he liked me, even sober. And so, you know, I got married, and plus there was a big sign that we were, you know, meant to be. I got pregnant. Thank you very much for